Hey everyone, Kayley here with another Sunday Fun Day. Today we're doing the TMI Tag. I went on Twitter and asked if you guys would rather see the 50 random facts about me video or the TMI Tag, and the answer was resoundingly that people wanted to see the TMI Tag. So that's what we're going to do, even though I don't think I've been tagged in this. I kept waiting, thinking that maybe I would get tagged and I didn't, so I was like, well, I'm going to do it anyway. So that's what we're going to do today. I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's just go ahead and get started. I did not think my outfit through for this video, but I'm wearing just a plain black t-shirt and a tribal knit cardigan. This is Forever 21, this is H&M, and then there's really no graceful way to show you guys my pants. I'm not strong or flexible enough for this. I've got Gap Fit, just like gray workout leggings on, and then I've got little booties from Target, which you can't really see. You can kind of see. There you go. Got my little stretch on for the day. Yes, in fact, I am currently in love with my husband. He is wonderful, and I am very glad I'm married to him. I think I had a very terrible time after a breakup, but it wasn't really the breakup's fault, because I don't really blame the guy in the situation, and I don't really blame me. It was just a painful breakup that caused a very slow and sad downward spiral. However, did eventually come back up, and I'm happy and married now, so thankfully all of that is behind me. If I stand up really straight and engage my core and kind of hold my breath, I'm 5'3". I'm around the 125 mark. I kind of go over and under depending on what I'm eating that week, but stay around that mark. I have no tattoos, and it's not because I don't want one, because I kind of really do, but I don't want to get a tattoo just for the sake of getting a tattoo. So I'm just kind of keep thinking and working on it in my mind. If I ever find anything that I'm really in love with, I will get it. Just my earlobes, just those. I keep thinking about getting my tragus or my rook done, but I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to needles, and I just don't know how well I would handle that. Benedict Cumberbatch and me. I would also accept Tom Hiddleston and me. Well, spontaneous outfit change. I was editing and realized that I missed a couple of the questions, and instead of just leaving them out of the tag, I'm just going to answer them like this. So if you see me like this, it means I forgot to answer the question the first time around. Sorry. I watch a lot of TV shows and I have a whole lot of favorite ones, but I have to say my favorite of the longest amount of time has been Jimmy Fallon. I have been watching his show since the first episode of Late Night, and now all the way through now he's on The Tonight Show, and I love him and everything that he does. It's just fantastic. Funny thing about me is I don't listen to music a lot. So for me right now, this is the same list I've had for 3 years, 2 years, whatever. It's the Civil Wars, Avett Brothers, Mumford & Son, Lumineers, and the Postal Service. I know Postal Service isn't like the first four at all, but something about the Postal Service just has my heart. Also Death Cab for Cutie. Love them as well. Dancing. I was a dancer for 12 years. And it was just part of my life. I mean, I think if you're a dancer, you understand. It just becomes part of your soul somehow. And I went through a really serious couple years of being very, very sick during college, and I wasn't really able to do any kind of physical activity. So dancing just kind of went by the wayside, and since then I've not really been able to get back in shape enough or had enough time to get back into dancing. And I think it's why I don't listen to music very often anymore, because when I listen to music, I still think as a dancer and I still want to move to music, and knowing that I can't do that the way that I used to anymore is really hard for me. I kind of got down and depressing for a minute. Let's move it back up. And also I have to answer these way faster than I have been. The band Jolene song by Mumford & Son, it was never released on one of their albums, but you can find it on YouTube, and it's the song that my husband and I had our first dance at our wedding to. I am 24, and every single time I say that, people in the comments are like, oh my gosh, because I look younger than I am, I guess. And I have been told that my entire life. I can remember being 8 years old and being told that I looked younger than I was. So it's just a thing. I've accepted it about myself. In June I'm turning 25, and I'm officially hitting my mid-20s, which is weird but also awesome. So yeah, that's how old I am. My zodiac sign is Cancer, which I think is a little crab, right? I'm not really into that stuff, but yes, I think I'm the Cancer crab. I had a couple key items that I was looking for in a partner, but I think the top of the list was wisdom, because finding somebody that has a lot of wisdom is very integral, especially when you want them to be your life partner, because they're going to be signing off on every major decision that you make. They are going to be helping to talk you through every crazy life change that happens, and so you want somebody that has good things to say and can help you make good decisions. And so that was my biggest thing that I was looking for. Alright, I'm gonna read it because I don't want to get it wrong, but it's from The Fault in Our Stars, and Hazel and Augustus are talking to each other. And Hazel says, "Some people don't understand the promises they're making when they make them." And Augustus says, "Right, of course, but you keep the promise anyway. That's what love is, keeping the promise anyway." Not even the best quote in the book, but the reason that I love it so much is that it reminds me that love is voluntary, it's persistent, and it's courageous. And as a married woman, of course, that's great to hear or to remember, because there are a lot of times where you have to choose to love somebody even though you don't feel like it, even though you're not in a good mood, whatever. And it's persistent, you do it, you choose to love over and over and over again, and it's courageous. You don't always know what's going to change, you don't always know what's going to happen, but you know that you're going to keep loving that person no matter what. I genuinely think this guy is a fantastic actor, and I'm not just on a bandwagon, but I love Benedict Cumberbatch. This one right here that you see in my background, like 50% of the decorations in my house are this color. Loud when I'm in the car and I want to sing along pretending like I'm not tone deaf, and soft when I'm doing basically anything else. I often if Jason's around, I'll go over and I'll talk to him, because I find the best way to deal with sadness is either to cuddle or talk. I mean, I could do a 2-minute shower where I just rinse off, wash my body, scrub my face. But then you have those days where you have to like shave, put some deep conditioner in your hair, and those are more like 15-minute to 20-minute shower days. It depends, because if I'm going to the grocery store or something like that, I'm just gonna like throw on a little tiny bit of concealer, maybe, and then I'll probably put on some workout clothes so that it looked like, I just came from a workout and I'm super productive, and it's not just because I didn't want to put on real pants. And then I'm done within like 5 minutes. Usually closer to like 45 minutes or an hour for like filming or going to the salon or something like that. Funny story, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before. I am a 4th degree black belt in Taekwondo, so yes, I have been in quite a few physical fights, but not like I'm angry at you, let me pull your hair out, but like you on your mark, ready, go fights. So yeah, that's a thing. Huge turn on for me is intelligence. I really love smart guys, especially my husband. He is a very smart man, and I just appreciate intelligence. I appreciate a guy that can actually think better than me and can kind of see the world in more depth than a lot of people. I think that's very impactful, and it's very inspiring to be around. Arrogant guys, like the guys that just talk about themselves all the time or the things that they've accomplished, and when they're not talking about themselves but their opinions are always the only opinion that is ever right of the history of ever. Oh, it drives me nuts. And I think everybody is that way to an extent, like just a little bit. I'm probably that way to an extent, but like when people are just really like that, it's like a defining feature of them, it bothers me. I think every single thing that I've ever wanted to do in my life had to do with teaching. And so whenever I find something that I really love to do, like I immediately want to turn around and teach people how to do it. So I started watching YouTube videos and learning how to do my makeup and learning a little bit more about hair, and I was like, I really want to do this. And like I kept narrating videos in my head while I was doing my hair and my makeup in the morning. And so finally one day I was like avoiding studying because I was right in the middle of college, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make a video. And after that I was hooked. I thought about answering this with like spiders or thunderstorms or whatever, because those things bother me when they're around me. But when I'm thinking about it, what I'm genuinely afraid of is failure. I'm always kind of afraid of making a big mistake that I can never come back from. So yes, that is my very honest answer to that question. The Fault in Our Stars movie trailer made me cry. I don't cry in movies, and I cried in a trailer. I am going to be a wreck at this movie. This morning when Jason left for work, because we're adorable like that. Well, my YouTube name now as Kayley Melissa is my name, so nothing really special there. Let's Make It Up 1 was basically, I wanted to make a makeup channel, and I wanted a name that had something about makeup in it, and I really didn't think that I was ever going to really like make YouTube my career, so the first thing that came into mind that had makeup in it ended up being my name. That's it. The last book that I finished was How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is more about like how to work with people in a job setting and kind of not really manipulate people, but kind of get people engaged and willing to help you in getting your goals accomplished. I'm currently reading. I have like 3 or 4 that I've started and I just like have kind of stalled on. The one that I really want to finish right now is The Scarlet Pimpernel. It's kind of a historical fiction about the French Revolution. It's really good. I read it as a kid and I loved it, and I'm trying to reread it now. Actually, I just started watching Best Ink on Hulu, so I watched like the first episode while I was doing my makeup. I really like tattoo shows. I like tattoos in general. I think they're so fascinating, even though I have none. So yeah, it was actually kind of interesting. I mean, it's a typical like reality TV show, but it's pretty good. That would be my mom. Now this changes like every month, but this month's favorite has been sweet potato fries. I cannot eat enough sweet potato fries. I bake them at home. They're amazing. I love them. I just cannot get enough of them. Basically anywhere in Europe, because I haven't been to just that continent at all. I went to Walgreens because we were out of laundry detergent. Yay. Exciting life of being married and an adult. That kind of question is a lot more boring when you're married, isn't it? I mean, yes, on my husband. I just don't even know. I mean, the thing is, on YouTube you get insulted, you get rude things said about you all the time. I don't even really like register it anymore. So I don't really know. Fruity sweets. Anything fruity. Like anything that has a fruity flavor to it, I love. And I love chocolate like every other girl in the world, but something about like sweet, fruity things just gets to me. I don't play any instruments. I am completely tone deaf, and everybody in my life just kind of decided that I am so tone deaf it would be useless for me to learn an instrument. I don't know if I have a favorite piece. I mean, other than the obvious, I don't really know that I have anything that I have and wear all the time. I really don't even know. It's been years because I cannot play sports whatsoever, and nobody ever wants me on their team. Just trust me. It does not happen. So if it has happened at all in the last couple of years, it has been years ago that I played a sport. Fix You by Coldplay, because that's the kind of thing that you should sing if you are completely tone deaf. No, it's not. I really don't have a favorite. Is that weird? I think I'm the only person that I've seen do this tag that really just does not have a favorite pickup line. I don't even have one that I kind of like. No. I have never used a pickup line. I have no game. I don't know if you guys could tell this about me or not, but I have no game when it comes to like flirting with guys. Thankfully I don't need it anymore, but like no game whatsoever. So yeah, no, never used a pickup line on anybody. It was a couple days ago. I will tag a couple people in the description box. I know a lot of people have already either done this tag or been tagged to do this tag, but I will go ahead and tag whoever I can think of in the description box, so go ahead and check that out. And of course I tag all of you. If you feel like doing this tag, you're it. You can say that I tagged you, I don't mind. And that's it, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow with my next video. Mwah. Bye.